things for me get progressively just worse and worse.
For all of us.
I agree.
You think we like the intro?
I'm not bringing you down this path with me. I'm just,
but we're there with you.
We want to come with you.
okay, well, come on, man. Listen, there's plenty of room in this ride right here for everybody get in. The Toasted Live is out there in Seattle, Washington on December 12th. You can go to dtmerch.com to buy your tickets. You can go to x1entertainment.com, which is where the tickets are actually being sold. And you can also find a link on doubletoasted.com. All right, y'all, let's go and get into it. Oh, folks, if you have been with us for a while, then you know that Martin, he took the first Five Nights at Freddy's personal. You hate that movie.
I hate it.
Yeah,
it was my worst movie. What year did that come out? Last year or year before?
Year before that, probably.
Yeah.
Whatever year it came out, it was not a good one for you, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Martin does not only judge that movie, he judges you. Martin, and I quote, he said, if you like that movie, lose my number. And he meant it. He wasn't playing
I stand by that.
He stands by that. Well, Martin, I said this before a couple of times, I'm going to say it again. They listened to you because you were rough. And they took notes. They said, damn, there's people who don't like the movie, and there are people who take it to heart.
And there's Martin.
And then there's Martin. And they said, man, whatever we do with this sequel, and you knew they're going to make one, let's take notes from Martin Thomas.
Yep.
Martin Thomas, they listen to your input. They listen to your anger. They listen to your hatred. They listen to your review. They took your advice. And they said, damn, now we think we have a product up here that even a Martin Thomas will love.
Oh, is that what they thought?
That's what they said. They told me that personally.
Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't get the email?
No. I forwarded it to you. You didn't send it to him?
No, I didn't.
Why did I just not send it to him? I don't know. I think I was scared too. Anything with Five Nights at Freddy's on it, he gets mad.
What is this shit?
Yeah. He just comes to my house and hits me with a laptop. So yeah, Martin. So, they said we are proud to release upon you a product that is Martin approved. We think it will be once you do this review. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Yeah, we are spending more nights
Yep.
with that bear.
We're going back.
Yeah. Having that party, pizza party. We have a slumber party at the pizzeria, Martin. And Martin, you're going to have a good time this time.
All right.
You see, this time around, because Fred and his friends, they ain't really doing anything, man. They kind of mellowed out. They're cool.
Yeah, they're just sitting around.
Yeah, they just in the shadows lurking a little bit. But they cool right now. The one that you need to worry about is not them chickens and bears and foxes and birds and everything like that. You need to worry about the Marionette.
Yeah, the puppet master.
Yeah, not the master, the master. Yeah, the Marionette. The Marionette is a new villain in this movie that's been...
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Listen, don't ask.
Come on, man. We ain't make the movie.
I'm just telling you what's here, Merton. I'm just telling you, you got me nervous. I'm just telling you here, Merton. Yeah, it's possessed by the spirit of another child. Some kid who was trying to save another kid. End up dying. And these damn parents didn't do a damn thing about it. So she says, just like any person that dies in movies, and when nobody did anything, she said, I'm going to come back and get y'all's asses. All y'all going to pay one way or another. You'll see. So she was going to get back at it. See, right there, I'm going to get all you, but I got to get out this goddamn pizzeria first.
I'm stuck in here.
Yeah, let's get that worked out first.
Can somebody order a pepperoni?
Oh, she don't deliver. But if you remember, who was it? Abby was a little girl from the first movie. Yeah. So Abby's still trying to. Even though this bear and this damn fox and his friends and everybody, even though they murdered fox and friends, even though they murdered people, she's still saying, but they my friends.
Yeah, but they have the souls of children trapped in them, and they're my friends.
They're my friends, and I got to go talk to them. They're not bad once you get to know them.
I miss my friends.
So the Marionette
I know they used to kill people, but
exactly. So the Marionette looks at this like, this bitch is stupid. I can play her.
Right.
If somehow I can get her ass to come in here thinking that her friends are up in here, and I get her to start around and doing things she shouldn't be doing, she might just be the key for me to possess her and walk on out of here.
Yeah.
How that works, I don't know.
And not even that. They got other animatronics. They can let them free.
Again, how does that work?
You didn't get it?
You know what, Martin? Maybe if I watch this trailer again, it'll
All the answers are right here.
it'll all come together. You know, I mean, because I got the pieces.
Yeah.
I just need to put them
You
together.
just got to assemble it.
Exactly. The one picture, like a puzzle, Martin. You know what? Let's watch this trailer right here and see if things get a lot more clear. And also, we'll have our review right after this.
So you want to tell me about your bad dreams? I think my sister's here.
You ever gonna go back? She's like, bitch, we made so much money. You goddamn right we going back.
We have to.
Yeah, we're going back two or three more times.
We signed a contract. A whole new set of rules that we're going to ignore.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, no, don't ring the bell here, man. No,
You didn't figure it out from looking at that trailer?
No. In fact, I walked away probably more confused. I should have left this trailer alone.
So we're gonna skip the trailer today, folks.
Yeah, it's too late for that. Hey, listen. I mean, the costumes look cool.
They do.
Yeah, the costumes look. I think
Damn, Martin.
I think the costumes look great. Scary? Hell no. No, and that's the thing that people want to talk about. Because look, you look at this trailer right here, you can tell, even when you watch especially when you watch the end of the trailer right here. Well, they got a lot more money. Things look darker. Things look spookier. Things look scarier. The creatures look more menacing. They saved all that for the trailer. I'm gonna tell you something. The more they try to, when you watch the movie, when you watch the actual film, the more that they try to make these animatronic costumes look scary, the more ridiculous they get. You know, I've seen college school mascots that look better. Like college football mascots that look more intimidating than this.
Sir, these were done by Jim Henson's Creature Shop, and people respect that and they love them for it. And that's all I heard about with the first movie was like, you have to admit they look pretty good because it's Jim Henson or his Creature Shop who did these.
You know what? Respect to the late, great Jim Henson. And I did say he looked good. Scary, no. Now, this is a goddamn horror movie, okay?
Is it?
Now, if this
Well,
was,
it tries to be.
I mean, if it's a horror movie, that changes the way I look at it.
if this was the Muppet Show, you know, if I was at an actual Chuck E. Cheese, man, if I was eating some pizza and I was at a Chuck E. Cheese, I'd be like, God damn, these are amazing.
It fit right in.
They fit right in. Hell yeah, you know, if I was at a parade and he was walking around, I'd be like, this is amazing. But when you try to put this in the scary category, you better get the hell away from me with this. So goofy shit right here. People, if you couldn't tell, I really didn't like this movie.
Oh, you didn't?
Man, I was the one that was, I didn't like the first one, but I was being very fair about it.
You were.
I was.
Yeah. You kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, sorry about that. But I have to, I have to get my opinion as honestly as I can. And that first one, I didn't care for it too much, but I did respect the fans out there. I want to be the same way with this. I hate this one worse than the first one.
Damn.
Yes. Damn, he was right.
Damn.
Goddamn. Yes. Yes. Don't act like you surprised about this.
I am a little bit.
I'm a little surprised.
I'm a little bit surprised.
I dislike this more than the first movie, man. And I tell you when and let me explain to you why. And again, I'm going to try to be respectful to the audience that this is intended for.
Why?
But no, because I think I should, because I think that when you go watch this movie, it gets a reaction out of the people that it's intended for.
It does. Boy, it do.
Yeah, you hear those people in there. And it's almost like going to see Wicked with a bunch of nerdier people. Instead of singing, they're like, "Oh, I recognize that. That's from the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's part of the story from game number 3. You know, or you hear them like when certain characters come on screen. Oh, it's that thing I know. You know,
It's funny. I had somebody sitting next to me who was being kind of obnoxious about all that.
Yeah.
Talking to, his date. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then I listened a little bit closer and I was like, oh shit, that's his mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
This guy, he's older, but mentally he's a kid.
Yeah, and his mom was probably thinking, I'd be glad when he moves. Jesus. He's 30 years old and still in my house. I'd be glad when he leaves.
But even he was just like, yeah, they're not doing this right.
Yeah.
Man, what? You lucky, boy. I was sitting next to people that just love the video game. Every time a reference would pop up, oh my God, yeah, bro.
Well, that's the difference between sitting with a 30-year-old who's probably a little nerdy about it, but who hasn't realized
I think
like,
he was 20, but
no, 30 is better for the story.
it's true.
No, that's the difference between sitting next to a 30-year-old who probably finally gets some sense to the halfway to the movie. You sat with probably like the 14-year-old crowd.
No, I sat with some critics.
What?
Yes, yeah, it had to be critics because the section I was sitting in.
Oh,
So I'm like, they gotta be.
after a while, they'll open it up to everybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe, but boy, they
you
was
said
deep
no-
into
you didn't-
deeper to the lore.
You didn't sit with no critics and talking about this shit like that. No. I'm gonna tell you, man, so when I'm talking about these costumes, and I'll get into much more in the movie because I just don't want to sit up here and harp on these costumes, but they are. And I'm trying to be fair to the fans out there, but my patience only goes so far. And I will still try to be, but there are certain things I'm just like, man, I cannot keep making excuses for this damn bear and these chickens and everything. So when I'm watching this, when the characters start moving, when the creatures actually are the animatronics start actually walking. Sometimes it's cool when they light it right. Sometimes it's very ominous, but most of the time they are in bright light and it looks very obviously like a person in a costume. It looks like a person walking around at a goddamn amusement park.
Trying to be a robot.
It doesn't help that one of the characters calls it out as being a person in a suit.
Yeah. And they move so slow. I mean, they're just lumbering around with these loud ass footsteps every time they walk. I mean, you hear them 2 blocks down the street.
Right. If they catch you, it's because you wanted to get caught.
Right.
Or they must be teleporting because you can hear them. They moving 1 mile per hour.
Yeah.
Doing this shit. But you can tell how slow they're walking by the seconds between footsteps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you be like, shit, man, I left that way down the street. And then I'm like, you turn around, they're right on you.
Yeah.
Like they just pop up. You can you can outrun these things so easily, but because they can teleport, they just pop up on you. Because I can tell you, if they were walking, first of all, you deserve to get caught if they do catch you. Second of all, you would have heard them walking down the street way before they caught you. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. And speaking of moving at 1 mile per hour, boy, they will leave that pizzeria and be at your house in 2 minutes. These fools should be delivering pizza for Domino's, man.
That's the whole thing about pizza places.
Yeah.
In 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
See, one of them actually makes sense because they go into like a cab.
Right.
But then the other ones don't.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is the fastest delivery in town because they will leave that pizzeria and they will be at your house in 2 minutes.
Unless your house is down the street, then that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How they get to that fast?
Shit, these fools will have that pizza to you hot and fresh.
That's how they stay open so long. Even with all the killings.
I could look over that. I could overlook a lot of that. I could. I mean, if they, listen, Jason Voorhees, he teleports all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, that's true.
In fact, slashers teleport all the time. He do all kind of things that go against physics and logic. I mean, I could overlook that if this was more fun or if the story was better. If the story worked at all, but man, that story is a mess.
Well, it's dour. So much of it, doesn't make sense. There's characters who have feelings against each other. You're like, I don't even know where this is coming from. And it's hard to get a grasp on who's doing what and why.
Yeah.
And after the first movie, introducing a new character, the Marionette, that doesn't even fit the design of everything else.
No. I'll say I like the design. of the marionette.
Yes,
Yeah.
for some other movie.
Well, apparently it's from the game. So
Yeah, it's in the game.
Yeah, it's in the game. So But anyway, I can overlook a lot of that. But this is not a real story.
No.
It's a bunch of Easter eggs and in-game references that are stretched out to fill a script. They need to make a movie. They knew what would connect with the audience because everybody's into fan service. So they, that's all it is, just fan service stretched out into a script. And you can see where they're throwing in filler just to fill time. Because there's some things that they do in here where it's like, listen, I understand why you did it. You couldn't do it better, or you couldn't do it in a way where it's not so obvious that you just threw it in and it has nothing to do with anything. Matthew Lillard, boy, he came back in a cameo. Don't let that trailer fool you where they talking about, they hinting at Matthew Lillard's in here.
Yeah.
He comes back in a cameo, and it's a Freddy Krueger type dream sequence that has nothing to do with the story.
Nothing at all. Yeah. I mean, I get what they want to do with the character. He's supposed to be like the Thanos of the whole universe.
You get
You're getting way too.
No, I mean, that's what they're trying to do.
But it's a whole thing of like, is he dead? Is he not? But he's in a dream sequence. And it's like, okay, that was just a reason to keep him around. And it's a whole thing of like, oh man, looking at the credits, oh, it's the reunion of him and Skeet Ulrich, the two killers from the first Scream movie.
Yeah.
And they don't play with each other at all.
Skeet Ulrich, they don't have one scene together. They're both glorified cameos.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is it works even remotely here is that they told Skeet Ulrich I think they told him that he wasn't another Scream movie.
Right.
Because he is acting his ass off. He's doing his job. Yeah, they told him this was Scream 8 or something.
He's still not very good.
They tricked his ass.
Yeah,
I mean, he the best thing going for a trash ass movie.
This man,
plot-wise.
Yeah.
this man was doing the best he can with this shit right here. All right.
With Tom Gibbon, yeah.
He was putting his ass in this as much as he could. And I felt bad because he didn't know this.
He didn't know what
he was into. That
He probably confused.
They told this man that this was Scream 8 that he was in. My whole my compliment of this was that, hey, it's hard that works for kids. I'll address that in a little bit. But man, the beginning of this was so bad. I thought it was a dream sequence because the writing is so bad. And even the production looks cheap. It looks so cheap that's why I thought like, oh, they're supposed to be in a pizzeria. And it looks so much like they a set stuffed with extras.
Mm-hmm.
An obvious set stuffed with extras. I thought like, okay, that's because this is somebody's nightmare, a dream right now happening right here.
Yeah, it was ours.
Yeah. So this little boy is snatched by a giant bear, Freddy, in the middle of a busy pizzeria. Mm-hmm. So this is what I mean by the logic that is not applied here that made me think that this was a dream. No one sees it. Out of all the adults, I understand these little kids on a sugar high running around and not seeing anything, but no adult sees a kid screaming being pulled away.
Mm-mm.
Except this little girl right here. And she's and so she goes to all the adults. Boy, these adults and these adults are already stupidly irresponsible, man. No, she runs from adult to adult asking for help. And I can name 3, and I can tell you what each one of them said. One of them said, Go tell your parents, because he's trying to say this little kid got snatched. This kid's in danger. Mm-hmm. One man saying, go talk to your parents. Go talk to your parents. Goes to another guy. Not now, kid. Not now. I'm busy. Not now, kid. Goes to another woman. The adults are talking. I thought, okay, no, you mean to tell me not one adult who's being told that a kid is in danger is reacting? Yeah. That's why I thought that this was a nightmare.
A dream sequence.
I thought maybe it was one of those things like Welcome to Derry, where, okay, the town knows that shit happens. Yeah. And it's a sacrifice they're willing to let happen. because it keeps everybody else safe.
Well, yeah,
I thought it
again-
was like they were drinking like the Kool-Aid or something.
Yeah.
So everybody was
Yeah.
mind controlled.
Again, everybody thought something was going on that was supernatural, either a dream. I thought it was a dream because every kid's nightmare is telling like an adult like something's happening,
Mhm.
and nobody's listening to them.
Yeah, I just knew they were going to circle back around and explain.
That's
that.
what I
Yeah,
thought too.
Oh, they explained all right. They explained that these adults didn't give a They explained that real quick because the little girl takes matters into her own hands, goes back there and rescues the little boy, ends up getting her ass killed instead.
In front of everybody.
And even then, when she died in front of everybody was still looking
They're
like,
just standing there.
they're like, okay, yeah.
No one's like, oh my God, it's my
Everybody was
daughter.
like, is this part of the show?
Right. Matter of fact, she even showing the news clippings like, well, she was in a restricted area, so this is what happened.
That's why I thought it was mind controlled or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But no woman screamed, nobody gasped. Everybody was like, hey, you see that? Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
She went down into the box
Man,
or whatever.
these animatronics are real.
Told you that girl was weird.
Yeah. Shit, these animatronics are real convincing. Look at this shit.
Yeah,
But the thing is, that whole sequence there was better than anything that happened in that first movie. Because it was like moving in a way where it's like, all right, there's something here I can attach myself to and follow.
It gives you hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was so stupid.
Hey, yeah, I'm not saying
it's stupid. Yeah, you ain't wrong.
I'm not saying it's good.
You ain't wrong.
But at least it followed a progression.
Yeah.
That first movie had none of that in
Like
it.
it was going somewhere.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, no, and again, not arguing with y'all. It worked for y'all.
No,
It didn't work.
I ain't-
No, it didn't work.
No. I ain't saying it worked. I'm just saying it moved, it did something that was like, okay, this is actually like a real movie.
Like it seems like it's a script.
Yeah. It feels like a script.
It seemed like somebody wrote it out.
It could come back and like explain
Yeah,
this. Now
yeah.
it didn't do that, but the first movie had nothing like that because the first movie just had random stuff happening.
It was a bunch of ideas.
And it's like I'm supposed to just go with this. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because it set up why the killings were happening later.
Yeah.
And the first movie didn't do anything like that.
It's saying that the Marionette, it set that up.
Yeah,
It set all that
like
up.
the motivation for why the Marionette was killing people.
Right, yeah.
Where the first movie was just like, shit is just happening.
just happens
and
to
I don't
happen.
get it.
Yeah.
But we didn't like it. We didn't like
we
it.
didn't like it. I'm
We
not
didn't like
co-signing
it.
it. I'm just saying it did more than the first movie did.
I'm just hearing.
I see a look on your face.
I'm just hearing words like written. I don't think anything was written.
It wasn't good, but it was written.
They tried.
When nothing, in the first movie, nothing was written.
It showed me there was a writing room. At least there was a writing room.
Yeah.
Things for me get progressively just worse and worse.
For all of us.
I agree.
You think we like the intro?
I'm not bringing you down this path with me. I'm just,
but we are there with you.
We want to come with you.
okay, well, come on, man. Listen, there's plenty of room in this ride right here. Everybody get in.
Don't leave us with Five Nights At Freddy.
Come on now. Come on. There's plenty of room on this bullshit train right here. Let's go. Because I'm going to tell you, man, there's so many scenes. So many scenes that because that's what happens with this movie, man. There's so many scenes that just are so nonsensical. So dumb that it just becomes, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. I felt embarrassed for the movie. Now, the movie don't I think it's gonna make us money. I still felt embarrassed for it. There's a slip to describe to you one of these embarrassingly dumb scenes. They have a science fair.
Oh no.
Science fair is so much nonsense. Wayne Knight is the science school or the school science teacher.
Yes.
And he's another one of these adults that don't give a just abuses these kids. Like no teacher would be able to get away with what he's doing.
No.
He calls these kids stupid.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. You're dumb. You failed.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, your science project will keep us from winning, so smash.
Yes.
Right. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Out of my face.
Even the kid was like,
But with this scene, just to show you how bad this scene is, so of course, since he's made to be so mean because one of the animatronics gonna get his ass. So that people, let me see how I can describe this to you in a way that doesn't sound stupid. I'm sorry, I can't. So Abby wants to win this science project, or this science fair project. Since Wayne Knight as a teacher didn't like her last one, she's like, well, Chica the big chicken.
Yeah,
Chica,
that one.
Chica, come. Hey, why don't you? these animatronics, which she knows are dangerous. Hey, why don't you come to the science fair project with me?
It's like the first movie didn't exist.
Yeah, why don't you come to the science fair project with me, and then I can win the prize if you come as my project. To get there, they have to call a cab, which Chica gets into in the middle of the day, and they ride this cab over to the science fair project, or the science fair, the science fair at the school.
Yeah,
they get there. Of course, Wayne Knight, since he's the villain or one of the villains in the movie, one of the villain adults, he's like, "You want to pass this thing off as your project? You didn't do this. Get out of here!"
Yeah, that's a guy in a suit.
That's a man in a suit, which he never tells him to take the costume off or anything.
Yeah, but you're like, man, leave that girl alone. But that is a guy in a suit.
But that is, yeah, that's obviously, I'll be the same way. You get you mean you told me that you built and I hate to say it like that, you built a robot chicken and brought it to me. You built a robot chicken as your project.
You came in with something this size that I destroyed, and now you're saying just in the last couple of hours you built this man-sized robot. No,
and one day you built a Terminator chicken. Okay, all right. Get out of here with this. In fact, I would have gone further. I would try to take that head off.
Yeah.
Who the hell is under this bullshit?
Like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, exactly. So he tells her to get out of there, and of course Chica's like, "Oh, okay, you want to talk shit? Now it's on." So she decides to chase him down. Now, there's all kind of things that don't make sense. Now, y'all might love this movie, but just hear me out. Just hear our position for a moment, okay? Nobody trying to take this movie away from it, but understand why we think that this is, I don't know, stupid. So he tries to run away from Chica the chicken, who again moves at 1 mile per hour. And nobody sees, first of all, this chicken chasing this man down this hallway.
Right, through an empty school.
Through an empty school. Nobody sees this chicken chasing this man. Okay, I'll let that slide. But understand that this thing is moving so slow that this man could have walked to his car. He could have walked to his car, got in, drove away, and left that chicken there wondering where did he go. But he chooses to run into the darkest room.
Peek in there.
Yeah, he saw the room. Yeah, this scene right, he's peeking in the room right there. He runs into the room.
Oh, what's that? What's in there? Idiot.
So this man runs into this room where let me see, there it is. This man runs into this dark ass room where there's no exit. It's a dead end. He can't get out. So he decides to hide under the table with his ass and legs sticking all the way out. And that chicken finally gets there and is like, bitch, I see you.
She over here playing around like she over here scanning this shit. Oh, where'd he go?
Yeah.
Oh, he right there.
Yeah, he's right. The chicken didn't have to look around. It's like, oh, fuck, okay, it's too easy.
It's also this thing throughout the entire movie that anytime somebody's chased by an animatronic, they fall down. That's the first thing they do is fall down.
They either fall down or they go right into the animatronic.
Yeah.
Go right there.
And he's the first one to just fall down. Like, goddamn, you can't just run straight. Yeah, you're right. He could have just ran out of the building. Yeah, it's hard.
But this fool runs on the table, his ass sticking out and waiting, and he's just sitting there just waiting for that chicken to find him. Which, by the way, if this chicken was actually moving at the speed that we see it walking, we would have been waiting 1 hour for that chicken to find his ass. That would have been the longest game of hide and seek we'd ever seen. But of course, the chicken teleports, drags his ass out from under there, and then we're supposed to talk about, oh my God, but the kills in this movie. I'm just going to tell you, I don't give a shit. Because some people are already telling you out there, crushes his head. I think because it's PG-13. Well, we don't see it
every time. I want to see what's going on inside your head. That's what they always say.
Yeah. The chicken is voiced by Megan Fox, by the way, which makes no difference. That chicken could be voiced by anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, but not even just his character, a lot of characters in this movie do it. There's a lot of dumb characters in this movie. And I hate when they do that with horror movies.
Well, that's all of them.
Yeah, I know. But they just overly stupid in this one.
And even that actress that plays Abby, she's kind of off. There's just time when she says a line and just kind of stares. And I'm like, man, something wrong with you, girl.
There are ways that PG-13 horror can work, and it doesn't work here because again, you're working with things that look ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're working with things that look silly. You're working with silly physics. You're working with silly logic. All of this is just if the movie wasn't so bad, it would actually be kind of funny. But but it's boring.
That's the thing. You look at this and you're like, there's so many ways this could work. And this is doing none of those.
No.
Yeah.
And when you get to like the adult characters, Josh Hutcherson and the character Vanessa, the way it's like, oh, we're on a date. No, I don't trust you. I don't know about you. You're like, what is this based on? I don't get
like,
any of this.
Did we not see the last movie?
Yeah.
Did we miss a movie?
You got two problems here. You got one, Scott Cawthorn, whatever his name is, the guy that wrote it. You got him trying to fit too much of his video game lore, whatever you want to you thrown in there, and you got a studio that just wants to make them money.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just such low effort. And yeah, as long as you're throwing stuff in the games, like there's even scenes where the cinematographer films it like a CCTV camera, where it's not even from the perspective of a camera or one of the animatronics. It's just him filming it as sweeping back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that's from the game.
Yeah.
No, I know. No, I get it. It's because it's from the game, but it doesn't make sense from the scene because it's not from the perspective of a camera or a video
it's
or
like
one of animatronics. It's just him just doing that.
Yeah, they had a bunch of video game ideas and they just didn't know how to like fit them in. So like, oh, we'll just throw it in like this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense.
As long as you're throwing stuff from the game.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That's all that
And
matters.
you know why they throwing stuff in the game?
Yeah.
Because what? It makes what?
Money.
Like
Yeah,
Monarch money.
I know. I was feeling he's going to ask.
You know what, Mark?
We were having a lively discussion, and you had to hit the brakes on it.
No,
Some
Mark,
bullshit.
Hey, Mark, you said it yourself. I didn't say it. You said it, like money. Hey, since you mentioned money, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsor already, which is Monarch Money. You know what? I'll tell you what's scary out there. Not this movie, but you not being able to take care of your finances. There's a lot of people out there. You got a lot of things going on with your money you don't even know about because you don't go out there. You don't check your investments. You don't check your 401ks. You leave money on the table because you don't even know what you can invest in. And also, you're probably arguing with your partner about money. Y'all probably about to break up. Let me go ahead and save let me save you some time in your relationship with Monarch Money right here. Monarch links all your accounts in minutes so that you'll get a clear visual and a smart categorization of all your spending. Monarch also helps you stay informed because if you're not on top of your money, then you're missing chances, as I said, to save money, invest smarter in things, you got financial goals you should be reaching right now. You should be reaching those faster. And Monarch Money is going to help you do that. I'll give you this code right here. You put in the code TOASTED at monarchmoney.com. You get half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with that code TOASTED right there. I want to thank Monarch Money for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. And by the way, you're welcome. And sorry about that, y'all. Martin had to mention money. I just went ahead and just had to
Don't put this on me.
You said money, Martin.
I say a lot of things.
Oh, man. Like I said, the animatronics get even less scary because they try to do comedy.
Yeah.
The whole thing of them, with Chica getting into that cab was played up for comedy, and they do a lot of comedic stuff with these animatronics here. And it's like, all right, man, look, which way we going with this? Are they comedians? Or are they scary? Make up your mind.
They ain't made up their mind.
But here's another dumb thing with this. The town has this thing called FastFest, named after Freddy Fazbear. Now, the whole thing is to, girl, you all right? The whole thing is to remember the murders that happened. And how do they do that? By going out dressing up as the things that murdered these people and partying at a big festival.
This seems to be a thing I see in a lot of horror movies or shows that are set in small towns. Like a thing they were doing in Wednesday, and I saw a clown in a cornfield. It's always, we got to have a festival celebrating these whatever. And it's like, okay, but this one celebrating these murders or this old pizza place to where, okay, so these animatronics are walking around, Nobody's weirded out by
No one
this.
thinks nothing.
No, because everybody's celebrating. Everybody's celebrating murders. And
Well, they turning up too.
yeah, no, and the reason why that is so bad is because, again, no one thought about how morbid or insensitive a festival would be to celebrate the murder of children,
Right.
or to celebrate this pizza place that has a dark legend behind it. No, what they needed in the movie, they needed a scene where a lot of people were in costume, so we have a reason for when these animatronics get out of the pizzeria, they'd have a place to walk without being too noticed.
Yeah,
Because there's a scene where Freddy is walking around and some of the kids are like, "Well, man, you're gonna win the costume contest tonight," and Freddy's like, "I know, right?"
Right, we're cracking jokes.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's what they do with a lot of these movies. You have an aliens who visit Earth. Isn't it a coincidence when they come down and everybody's having a Halloween? It's a coincidence that it's Halloween and everybody's in costume, so nobody noticed that there's aliens walking amongst them. They did that ever since back in E.T.
Mm-hmm.
They do. That has become a tired trope at this point. Like I said, the biggest problem with this is that it is completely boring.
It is so boring.
It would be. That's what I mean by it would be funny. We could have a good laugh with this if it actually moved a little better. But you know what? I'm in agreement with you, Julian, and I'm also in agreement with Martin. The only thing that's kind of creepy in here is the marionette design. Yeah. It looks like something out of a Japanese horror film.
It's creepy as hell. I don't want to meet that in a dark hallway.
Oh no.
It has to be the marionette.
Okay, so yeah, it is creepy. It looks scary. I would say that it's probably the scariest thing in the film. Mm-hmm. Why is it at a children's pizzeria? Why would they put something like that in there?
Yeah, it's scary. It's creepy. It has no bearing on the rest of this film.
No,
it looks, the design doesn't look like it belongs here at all.
Yeah, I see it in a dark hallway. Then why is he eating pizza with kids?
Yeah, how does this relate to the other animatronics?
Yeah.
If you were at a pizzeria and that showed up, everybody stop.
Yeah, time to go home.
People, even the kids, they wouldn't be crying. They'd be like, "What the f is that?" Everybody just be stopped in their tracks. I was saying this before. I was making excuses for this film because I wanted to be fair. I was talking about how, hey, this is for the fans. Fans will enjoy this, but at the same time, over the years, and it's come to a very high point for me now. I'm not a big fan of fandom, as you know. I think that fandom and fan service,
it ruins everything.
Yeah, I think that more and more people sacrifice quality in the name of fandom, nostalgia, Easter eggs, fan service, because you suck it in by that. You suck it in by recognizing something and pointing at it and having this moment of with your friends, like, oh, we know what that is, instead of actually demanding a decent story, instead of demanding a quality script, instead of demanding, good characters.
Well, people like that because it makes them feel seen. But it's like, yeah, they see you. They see how to make money off of you.
Yeah, exactly. Martin, you mentioned money. Just like, oh, did we do that already? No. Hey, also, also, I respect the movie more. Again, the fans, I'm not mad at you. This is something that's for you. This is a moment for the fans to get together and watch this. And it's if it's something that excludes everybody else, and this is your moment, I'm cool with that. I do have more respect for a movie that can actually cater to its fans and also have some sort of outside appeal too. I mean, look at Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sonic is something where they were able to entertain people who do not know anything about the games. The Last of Us, season 1, that was something.
Season 2 was good.
Season 2 was decent. It was okay.
Okay, well, decent then. Stop acting like it was shit.
But first one was great. I'm gonna go on 1. But yeah, man, that was a great story that brought people in. And I was also saying that this is a good horror for kids. It is. It stays PG-13. It doesn't try to cater to kids. It doesn't talk down to kids. except when it gets, silly in some parts, but that's okay. However, there's a part of me that also feels like, okay, all you kids that I'm saying that you'll like this as a horror movie for you, I get the feeling that you're probably gonna like it now, but maybe 5-6 years from now, when you're an adult, 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, yeah, I liked that when I was 10.
Like Pixels?
Yeah, but now that I look at it, this ain't that great.
It's going to happen when they try to show it to somebody who hasn't seen it.
Yeah. Man, have you seen Five Nights At Freddy's 2? Oh, shit.
Oh, no, not that movie.
Hey, baby, where you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the trailer got me. I thought that the production on this was much better. It looked, and it is because they have more money. It did look a little darker. It looked scarier. But man, there's so many things that happen in this movie where it's. I thought like, okay, well, maybe there's other parts of the story that I could like. You have the characters that are suffering from PTSD from the last movie, like Josh Hart. What's his name? Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson. He looks as bored as we do.
Yeah, but he's sleepwalking through this movie.
He really is. He's not emotional.
He's sleepwalking through the first movie.
Yeah. He is not. He is a good actor, but here he looks like he could care less. And I'm not saying he doesn't. It's just, he look, like I say, he looks as bored as we do.
Yeah. He's just like, I don't even know what anything
It was like he was forced to make this movie.
Elizabeth Lell, her character, I don't know, man. I mean,
she's actually like, she's not sleepwalking through it. She's really putting in. But there is like, what is your character? What are you doing?
Yeah. She's good.
Yeah.
But her character is just doesn't seem like she has much to do. And
even though she should have everything
tied up.
Even though she should have everything to do.
Yeah.
Because like the story kind of ties to her.
Well, it's her PTSD that's affected pretty big in this movie too. And that damn Abby. Look, nothing against the actress. She's fine. She's okay.
No, she's not.
I didn't mind her because I thought she was all right. I just think her character was written to be annoying because she's always whining about these murderous ass animatronics. Talking about my friends.
My friends. Can I go visit my friends?
Yeah, and that's where and that's where Josh Hutcherson comes in because he's like, well, you know that they're really not your friend. Why don't you make some real friends? He should have been like, girl, aren't you a mom?
Yeah.
Stop.
And he is a terrible big brother. He keep losing her too.
Yeah, because she leaves in the middle of the night, goes on a bike to go hang out these damn animatronics in this pizzeria.
Oh, where did she go?
See, this is why they don't have black characters in this movie.
It wouldn't make no sense.
She's escaping on her bike to go hang out these goddamn demonic toys and she just annoyed me, the whole time. My friends. I gotta go be with my friends. When your friends kill people.
Yeah, like I see if we didn't have a first movie, right? If we didn't know none of this, but we have seen what these animatronics do to people. So it's like, and she's seen it too. So I just don't make no sense.
Freddie Carter, who plays the Vanessa's brother,
Michael. Why you have two characters named Michael? I do not know.
Which I guess in the movie is a huge plot twist or whatever that happens.
Thing is, they don't do nothing with him. And besides the Marionette, he's the other creepiest thing in the movie.
Right.
I actually like him.
He appears on the scene creepy.
Yeah, I actually like him. Shit, he could be hosting the new Tales from the Crypt or something. I actually like him. They don't do anything with that guy.
No. Too bad. We ain't doing a jack shit with him.
No, he has something to do. It's on the third act, and that shit makes no sense.
No, it makes none. It makes none. Like I said, man, I can't make excuses for this anymore. I just enjoy it. It's meant for you. All y'all get together and y'all watch it, and be damned to anybody that doesn't know anything about these games and nobody that likes this. It's y'all's film. But at the same time, you understand why we think that this is dumb, right? Come on, let's just meet each other halfway. You do your thing, let's do ours. I really don't like this movie, man, and I really dislike it more than the first film, way more.
Damn. Well, what's your rating on it?
That's some old bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's some low bullshit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know that I hate it as much as you did, but everything you say is true. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I was baffled by it. I was super bored. I was dozing off, and whatever little micro dreams I had were way more interesting than what was going on screen.
Yeah.
All I can say is that from the opening, as Julie and I mentioned, it was driving towards a plot with something I was like, okay. And it sets up a motivation, which I felt like the first movie did not do at all. Right when I was like, well, shit, it's kind of better than the first one. It went on through the second half to go like, is that what you think? Oh, okay. Sorry I said anything because, man, because there's nothing that happens where you go like, okay, this is a natural progression from that to this. It was just like, you're just doing whatever you want. If you haven't played these games, none of this makes sense. However, the first movie, I gave a fuck you because I thought it was the absolute worst movie I saw that year. And this one, just from the opening, elevated it beyond that to some old bullshit.
Okay, so we right there. We're right there. Trying to make me feel bad about my rating. Like I'm being hard.
No.
Like I'm being harsh.
No. I'm just saying, I did like it just
a little bit better.
Better than the first one.
Hey, man, when we swimming in shit, it don't matter. You know, this shit is not as bad as you think it is. If you really
it was way worse the first time.
You know, when you're soaking a little bit, it's not as bad as you think.
So look, I'll say this. I do say that this is actually a little bit of a step up from the first movie, but that shit's still not saying much. I'll give it some positives. I did actually think the visuals look, some of the visuals look great, especially when it comes to the animatronics. I thought they did actually look good, but that third act kitchen, they just throw fan service that don't make sense. Like characters do things. Like, how do you even know to even do that? Like, there's a scene directly from the video games, right? In that third act, where a character, he's getting chased by these animatronics in the Five Nights at Freddy thing, and he knows to put on a mask. I'm like, how does he even know to put that on? Like,
and how convenient that it was lying right. and I played a couple of these games, so I don't think I'm going in ignorant. Now I am not as immersed.
I was ignorant. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, you know, they know that it's like not meant for people who don't play the games.
Right.
I played just a couple of games, and I'm not even that immersed in them as a lot of people are, so don't think that I'm even trying to come in like an expert. But I'm letting you know, like, as somebody who is familiar with the game, that they could have done a lot more with this material than what they're doing. As I said, I know enough about the games to know that this is nothing but an Easter egg hunt. That's all it is.
Well, the thing is, the idea, like, well, it's a horror movie for kids who are 10 and below, but I was like, well, that's what Goosebumps are. And even the shitty Goosebumps that were on Canadian TV, they're still better than this.
So even like going back to that terrible third act, there's a point where it even turns into like the Avengers portal. You know, the Avengers Endgame? Like, what the going on?
Man, there's a point where these things are moving so slow, and somehow they end up on top of somebody's car, and they know they don't have the ability to show them how they know it don't make sense that they got there, so they don't even show them how they land on the car. You just hear them on the car.
There.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And then there's one of the things I hate. Well, one of the things I hate is that it's a sequel bait for the next movie.
Yes.
Like, look, y'all know they're going to continue this franchise as long as they possibly can. So, yes, this does set up another movie, which I don't like. I tried. I really tried to enjoy this movie as much as I possibly can. And I know this is for the fans. When y'all see these Easter eggs, these fan service moments, y'all going to go crazy. But for me, I did not have fun with this at all. I'm going to go low rental. Low rental.
Well, I knew it.
Well, I'll just say, you know what, I do it for the visuals, and I thought they had some good imagery, some little good imagery in there.
That's worth the rental right there.
It had some good imagery, man.
It went off, boy. You had some. But you know, it's a riddle.
Look.
Man, listen, you give what you want to give it, but your review was a bullshit.
I know.
You know
like,
that, right?
Okay, because the first one I thought was some old bullshit. So I'm like, this is a step up from some old bullshit. So it's a low rental. Like, I would.
All I'm saying is your tone.
Yeah, I know.
Review
no, I hate
was a bullshit.
Look.
Man,
no, but I appreciate.
I didn't have no fun with this. The characters are stupid. The jump scares are entry level. You know, it's so riddle.
No, I appreciate the filmmaking. I'll say that. Like I said, I appreciate the time. Okay, look. The time and effort they put into these animatronics, like
these goddamn animatronics.
Yeah, he's a leftover for the
What are
first
you
movie.
fucking 11-year-old birthday party? And they showed up with balloons and shit.
Like I was like, you know what? Like I
Corey. We don't bully people over their reviews. Everyone is allowed their opinion.
But you know what I'm saying?
You said this to me yesterday.
I did. No, I'm allowing him his opinion. But did you hear the review?
But he does this every week.
I know. I'm tired of it. I'm not. Listen, if he had given a rental review, I'd be like, okay, I get it. You backed up what you did. You gave whatever it was. I would have said you backed up. You backed up your opinion. You gave all the reasons why this is a rental. But everything was so negative.
I'm giving it a rental for the production. But other than that, I'm not that story. Yeah, your story's some old bullshit. But like I see the time and effort they from the production side they put into this movie. I gotta give them something for that. I gotta give them a little something. So it's, bro. I didn't
know them.
No.
Do you believe this?
She's like, don't even talk to me about
she's
this.
She's looking at you right now. Look at you looking at you.
And she's like, I can't even look at him.
She's like, yeah. She's looking at you like, you baby, you did what? She's looking at you, man. She's like, I sat up and heard what you said.
All right, it's some old bullshit.
Yes.
It's some old bullshit.
I don't want to bully people, but you gave it a bullshit review.
I hate giving some old bullshit.
Why?
You really do, don't you?
I hate giving some old bullshit.
Why?
Because I know just how much like effort goes into these movies. So it's just like, I hate to just be
man,
like,
you're judging the movie.
I hate completely shitting on it, like to the extent. That's why I try to find some good things.
Julian, you know what? God bless you. You're sweet for that. And I understand, because I struggle with that too. But you didn't go on set and talk about, hey, Gaffer, you suck. Best boy, you're terrible. Hey, second unit director, that's a bullshit job. No, you were not in it. You were not reviewing the people who worked on the movie. You were reviewing the final product.
Yeah.
And you know what? All those people got paid. All those people.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they've been paid.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Here's a little insider thing. These people who work on the sets, oftentimes they can't tell you, but they'll come back and tell you, yeah, that movie was stupid, man. That movie was some bullshit.
Well, I know that. Yeah, I've had some friends that do like movies or work on movies.
Yeah,
so they be like, yeah, it's some bullshit.
If you gave this a bullshit review, none of those people who work behind the scenes gonna have their feelings hurt. They got paid. They're working on the next movie.
I mean, that's true. All right,
Corey, it's already been logged. He gave it a low rental. There's nothing to do about that.
No, we can change it.
No, he already changed it.
We can change it. Who does it? Nick, change it.
Yeah, there you go. Some more bullshit.
Some more bullshit. Change it.
Now, the lesson here is that we did not bully you into giving this a bullshit review. The lesson here is, give your review to reflect properly your rating.
I know, yeah. Like I said, just from the production side. That was it. The story side, I hated it.
I'm not bullying. I respect your opinion, but I know, this goddamn dog knows that you gave this a bullshit review.
I did.
And it's some more bullshit.
Yeah, I know I did. But I was like, whatever.
It's all right here.
I know. This bitch right here knows. You gave this a bullshit review.
I was like, would I ever rewatch this movie?
Hell no, wouldn't.
I would watch the intro and then turn it off. That's it.
And Reddit, I can't wait to tell you for you to talk about how I bullied Julian over here. Corey bullied another one. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon, where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.